These may be the best budget headphones on the market. Let's talk about them. Before we get started, I just want to say if you're going to enjoy the video today, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe with those notifications on, and make sure you follow me on all my socials. Links will be down below in the description. Right here I have the EKSA E900 and E1000. This is the 3.5mm jack version, while this is the big boy. This is the USB headset, and man, these are packed full of features. So earlier this year, I got sent this one to check out, and I've been using it for a good few months. Pretty much any time where I'm gaming on console, where I need a microphone, this is the headset that I am using. And I needed a USB headset for my PC, and I enjoyed this one so much that when I needed a USB headset, I immediately checked to see whether they sold one, and yeah, they did at the E1000, so I immediately bought it, which I think before we even get started with the review, I think that says a lot. So yeah, this is kind of a weird one because this is kind of like a product placement review, and then also I actually bought this one, so it's a little bit 50-50, but man, for the price, and these are actually really cheap, these are incredible. So right, we'll kick things off with the E900. Now this is the headset that you'll likely be using if you're using something like a PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch or PC and you need a microphone. Or there's headphones on their own because they do have a removable microphone, so you can just use them as a headset. And even just for that, they are actually really awesome sounding. Now this comes with all the usual sort of bells and whistles. It's got like the headset, it's got the microphone, the cable's obviously attached to it, it's got a cable splitter as well, and it also comes with this really nice carry pouch. Both of them do come with this carry pouch actually. It's like a sort of fake leather kind of style, and I've got to say, it's really cool. Like the fact that they actually give you a carry case to sort of put them in, so when you're not using them, you can sort of store them safe, sort of put them away without them getting sort of dirty or damaged. Really nice touch, especially for the price. So before I actually show you the headsets, we'll just take a quick look at the E1000. Now this is a USB headset. It's actually 7.1 surround sound, which means the audio quality is pretty damn nice. And I've got to say, using it myself for the last month or so, it really is. It's a super awesome headset. The microphone is very clear. The audio quality is so much better than what I've used on similar headsets for the price. Yeah, overall, very impressed with them. Obviously, if you're using a USB one, it's only going to be for like PC, Mac, or PS4. You can use USB headsets as well. So obviously, if you play on Xbox One or Switch or your mobile phone, then obviously the E900 would be the better choice. But yeah, the boxes look very nice, but obviously you guys want to see what the headsets themselves are like, so let's check them out. So obviously, because I've been using these for the last few months, I think I've been using this one about 6 months, and I bought this in September, so just over a month now. Obviously, because I've already got them, I can't unbox them because I've already been using them. But we're going to go through the features of each one. This one is the E900, it's the one with the jack. I've got to say, very comfortable headset. This one's got so much padding. They both do actually, but one thing I really do like about it is the fact that there is so much padding. I'll put some sort of b-roll footage on screen where I can sort of show you guys, but I'll try and show you guys in the camera. As you can see there, it's got that foam. You can see my finger going in. That must be about ½ an inch or so of padding, and it goes all the way around the headset. And then with the cups as well, there's a lot of padding there. You can sort of see my fingers scrunching into them. Yeah, there's a lot of padding on these, and obviously with a lot of padding going around your ears, it makes them very sort of like noise isolating, noise cancelling. They're not quite noise cancelling headphones, but they do a pretty good job considering they don't actually sell themselves as noise cancelling headphones. Now the microphone is also removable, so you can just use it as a 3.5mm jack headset or headphones if you want to sort of listen to music on your phone. It's actually really good to use stuff like Spotify with. The audio quality is actually really awesome. Considering these are obviously targeted for gamers, the audio quality is more than adequate for using music, and I've done it before. I've actually used headsets like this just to listen to music on my phone while I am out and about. So yeah, you've got that sort of double option there as well. The microphone is very clear as well. I've had a lot of trouble in the past with some of the cheaper headsets out there, especially the sort of lower end models from the bigger name brands, where the headset, it's very tinny sounding, the audio quality isn't that great, and then the microphone keeps cutting out, it's very fuzzy. I've actually got an old headset from a big name brand where pretty much whenever I'd use it, people would be like, what you saying that my headset keeps cutting out? Like, it was so annoying to use. Whereas this one, I've never had any complaints while using it. The headset has always worked. The microphones always work fine. People being able to hear me clearly, and I can hear them because the audio quality is fantastic, especially for a headset of this price. Now moving over to the big boy, this is the E1000, the USB version of it. Now with this one, the microphone is already attached. You can't actually remove the microphone. But obviously it's great for using stuff like Zoom calls or anything like that where you're going to use like a headset In that regard, obviously when you're gaming or streaming, you can use the microphone as well. The microphone's really good quality. No one's ever gave me any complaints about it. I'll see if I maybe get some sort of test footage, some sort of test audio clips of the microphone. I'll see if I can pull that off. And if I do, I'll put them in the video as well.
Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2.
But yeah, the microphone is not detachable, but obviously you can just slide it up like that, and it's out of the way and it's not going to bother you at all. Once again, it's a slightly different layout in terms of the padding, but it's still got that sort of like 1/2 inch thick padding. You can see my fingers sort of like scrunching into it there, so obviously very comfortable around your head. Once again, a lot of padding on the cups. And yeah, overall, very awesome headset. And now another great feature about this, because obviously it's 2020 and we are all about it, these actually have RGB lights. So I've just plugged them in for you guys. As you can see, there's actually RGB light in here. Now it's not dark enough outside yet. It's only about sort of like 5-6 o'clock in the evening, so it's not dark enough yet to sort of really see it. But I put some sort of B-roll footage on screen. I'll try and take the footage later on tonight when it's darker. But you can even see this on this footage here that there's actually the RGB light. It's very easy to see, and it's not overbearing though, which is good, because obviously RGB lights can be very bright, but you're not having a rave. You don't need them to be like stupidly bright. You're not sort of having a rave on your ears, although you could be listening to the music. But when you're on like a Zoom call or something, you don't need like overbearing RGB lighting, but looks really cool on stream, so it's a really awesome feature as well. Now, one that, like I said again, you definitely don't see this sort of stuff on headsets of this price. And as I said, they come with the pouch, which is really nice. And I was sort of sure how easy they fit into it and how good it looks. Like, I'm really impressed with the fact that they gave all these features for the price. So yeah, we'll just sort of slot that in there. If you're sort of putting it away so you're not using it for a while, you don't want it to get damaged, you don't want it to stand on it, there's any sort of dust and dirt to get in it, and yeah, there we go. There is our headset stored away. Awesome. I've got no complaints about that at all. So right, so as you may have guessed, I actually really do these headphones. I've been using these, like I said, probably about sort of 6, 7, 8 months now for this one. Just over a month for this one. Now I'm wearing this on like 4 hours a day sort of thing. I'm using this quite a lot, and I am always comfortable using it. I think the RGB lights is a really awesome feature on this one. It's a shame that they don't have them on this one as well, but obviously that is a slightly lower price point as well. The microphone's awesome, the padding's amazing. The fact that there's all that padding makes it so comfortable. Now, as mentioned, I had a bit of trouble with some other brands in the past. I've actually got one here which I'm going to show you guys. And right now, this headset here is actually the same price as these ones. Now, I'm not going to say the name of the brand. If you sort of see it on screen, then it kind of is what it is, but I'm not going to sort of throw them under the bus. But look at that. There's no padding at all. There's a tiny smidge, maybe like a couple of millimeters there, but you really can't feel it on your head. There's a bit of padding obviously on these, but not as much as what's on this. The audio quality is not as good. It's very tinny. The microphone is not very good quality as well. And yeah, both of these headsets here cost exactly the same price. Yeah, overall, after a few months of using these definitely get my seal of approval. So for the price, at the time of filming this, these ones, the E900, could be found on Amazon UK for $28.99. I think on the Amazon US, they were like $31.99. And this one, the E1000, I think was $31.99 in the UK and $35.99 in the US. So that's like $35, $36 for this headset. USB, RGB lighting, so much padding, so much comfort, and overall fantastic headsets for the money. And it makes me think a lot of the stuff that I do use now are generally a lot of the sort of more unknown small Chinese brands out there. Obviously a lot of the stuff that you see on places like AliExpress and that, you might sort of think that the sort of cheap Chinese rubbish is going to break and that, and obviously we've got that mentality because that's kind of how a lot of stuff has been in the past, where you usually get sort of cheap and cheerful and they're never that great quality, it just kind of does what it needs to do but not fantastically. But I think we're seeing a real change with that now, because like I said, you've got the big name brand headset which I showed you a minute ago, not very good audio quality, very awful microphone, not comfortable at all, for the same price as something like this from a lesser known Chinese brand. Now I also use a Chinese brand mechanical keyboard. I've used that for nearly a year now and I've got nothing but great things to say about that. So yeah, maybe it's definitely worth starting to maybe ignore the bigger brands and maybe start to look elsewhere and sort of see what's more budget friendly stuff is out there, because I am pleasantly surprised, because I likely would not have considered either of these had they not reached out to me and asked me to review them. But obviously after getting this one for free and using it and liking it so much, I actually went to go spend my own money and bought this one. I paid for this one off Amazon. But if you do want to check them out yourself, if you want to buy them off Amazon, or you want to sort of see more of the features and that, there is links down below in the description box for the UK and US Amazon for each of them. And yeah, they definitely get my seal of approval. So right, there we go. That is my thoughts on the EKSA E900 and E1000. Overall, dig them a lot. I think for the price point, I don't think they can be beat. They are so much better than any of the sort of equivalent big brand names for the same budget. But I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have you heard of these? Have you used these? Do you like them? What do you guys think? And also, what do you guys think of the sort of whole Chinese brand stuff? Are you still in the mentality that they're sort of cheap and cheerful tat? Or are you slowly realizing, like I am, that there's some amazing quality products out there for very, very good prices? But like I said, had they not sent this one out to me, I may not have considered buying this one, because I would have assumed it wouldn't have been that good. But they have definitely won me round. And yeah, now I actually check out a lot of sort of the cheaper, more unknown brands when I'm buying products to sort of see if there's a better deal out there, rather than always spending the stupid amount of money that the big brands are wanting for something that is just as good, or even in this case worse than this. And also, I'd love to know your thoughts on this kind of style of video as well. I want to do more stuff like this. It's actually the first time doing something like this with this kind of setup, so obviously there's a little bit of growing pains there, trying to sort of figure all of this out, trying to figure out the sort of style, the setup, the layout, all that good stuff. And hopefully we can sort of keep improving upon it and start doing more review stuff like this on the channel, because that's kind of what I want to do. I want to step away from, I'm still going to do the gameplay type of stuff. We're going to step away from it a little bit more and start focusing on maybe checking out products and sort of showing things off a bit more than just sort of doing straight gameplay all the time. So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. But if you enjoyed this video or do you want to see more stuff like this on the channel, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe with those notifications on, because that'll let me know that you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. My name is Doodles, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.